Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be playing Fate Stay Night. Hopefully y'all do enjoy it. If y'all want to see more, hit that like button. Let's get into it, man. Type Moon Percent. It was thrust like lightning. A spearhead thrust to pierce my heart. Trying to dodge it would be useless. Being lightning is invisible to the human eye. Oh snap. Oh! But the lightning that tries to pierce me is repelled by the moonlight that tries to save me. Oh yes. Clang, a beautiful sound. No, the sound before me is heavier than steel. The armor she is wearing is not beautiful at all, and as unrefined as the cold night, the sound wasn't beautiful at all. It was actually the sound of steel. It's just that the night is beautiful enough to turn it into a charming sound like a bell. Dang. I ask of you, you are my master. She asks in a voice that lights up the darkness. I have come forth in a response to your summons. From this time forward, From this time forward, my sword shall be with you, and your fate shall be with me. And now our contract is complete. Yes, the contract has been completed. When she chose me as her master, I'm sure I swore to help her too. The moonlight still lights up the darkness. As if following the night's example, the shed again falls silent. The time has stopped. The scene lasts less than a second. But I remember this scene vividly, even when I'm going to hell. I mean, I'm going to heaven. I don't know about that, but hey. The face slightly turned. The quiet green eyes. The instant becomes an eternity. The blue outfit symbolizing her sways in the wind. Dang. A faint blue light filters in. The golden hair shines in the moonlight. Fate. Yo, that was a nice little line that they had going on, man. Getting them bars, huh? This is a story from 10 years ago. I'm watching someone I know very well. A tall man with a deep-featured face who, known to my knowledge, has never told me a joke, is patting my head. No, that's not quite right. I guess he doesn't know how much strength to use, so to be more accurate, he's grabbing my head and mashing it around. I guess that's only to be expected. After all, that's the first time he's ever patted my head. I have to get going now. You know what to do now, right? I answered a deep voice with a polite yes. The man patting my head nods once, let's go, and stands up. So that was it. If I had known then it was our final moment together, I would have made him laugh with my best jokes. I had practiced telling jokes a lot and hoped that I could bring a smile to his brave face. I guess you could say I was sad that I couldn't tell him any of them.
成人するまでは教会に貸しを作っておけ。それ以後の判断はお前に任せる。お前ならば一人でもやっていけるだろう。
Put the association in your depth. By the time you're mature, I'll let you decide what to do after that. You should be able to take care of yourself. Even though he said such things, I guess he was still worried. He told me about the heirloom jewels, the jewels inherited from the master, and how to manage the basement. As he was telling me all things I didn't yet know, I realized even as a child that most likely he wouldn't be coming back. Dang. A war has started. Not a war between countries, but a war between people. But the only ones at war were 7 people. In a situation like this, the word war should be unsuitable. But here it's a different story as the ones in conflict are magi. The 7 magi, each from a different faction, had started to complete for unknown reasons and killed each other in unknown ways. The man standing before me was one of them. He too was in a position to kill or be killed. He must have known more keenly than I did that his time was near.
Lin, いずれ聖杯は現れる。あれを手に入れるのは当坂の義務であり、何より魔術師であろうとするのなら避けては通れない道だ。
Rin, the Holy Grail will appear eventually. It is our duty as the Sasaka family to win it. More importantly, if you want to be Magus, you can't avoid it. Once more, he patted my head and left. That was the end. That was the last time I saw the man who entered the Holy Grail War as a master and died. The man who was my teacher as well as my father. Dang.
いってらっしゃいませ、お父様。
Take care, father. I see him off politely. I knew I was on the verge of crying, but I shed no tears. I loved him. He was a great father and a great magus. Among Magi, there was one. Among Magi, there are only obstinate people. In the whole world, I don't think anyone had a better character than this. He taught me as a teacher and loved me as a father. That's why I decided to choose my path according to what he had left me in the end.
リン、いずれ聖杯は現れる。
Rin, the Holy Grail will appear eventually.
あれを手に入れるのは当坂の義務であり、何より魔術師であろうとするのなら避けては通れない道だ。
Rin, the Holy Grail will appear eventually. It is our duty as the Tasaka family to win it. More importantly, if you want to be Magus, you can't avoid it. In the end, he left me those words as a Magus and not as a father. That is why, at that moment, my path was determined.
よし、それじゃあ一つ気合い入れて一人前になりますか。
Alright, I'll do my best to be a proper Magus. It's only natural for a student to follow the words of their teacher. Since then, through many twists and turns, I, Tasaka Rin, have matured. It has been 10 years since the winter day on which my father went to war. I haven't exactly been waiting for this moment, but I am excited. That's only natural. The event I have never forgotten about is about to start. Oh, snap. 1 out of 31. Something is ringing.
うるさい。
Shut up, stop
止
it.
まれ。
The sound doesn't stop. It rings loudly as if it's an enemy.
はいよ、もう。昨日は遅くまでやってたんだから。もうちょっと。
What? Come on. I was up late last night, so it should let me sleep in a bit longer. No, it has to let me sleep in. I was deciphering my father's will until early this morning, and I've used up too much magical energy. In other words, my mind and body are tired.
もう。
Ah, gee,
融通の利かないやつ。
you're really stubborn. The alarm clock doesn't speak my language. So why does this ringing sound like it's telling me you're going to be late?
遅刻はまずい。
Late? Being late is bad. Though it depends on the situation. I'm a good student, but maybe I can get to school at the last moment for just today.
そうそう。あらかじめ30分ずらして目覚ましをセットしたんだから、あと30分は眠れるはず。
That's right. I set the alarm 30 minutes early, so I should be able to sleep for 30 minutes more. Huh? Isn't that strange?
30分ずらして。
Set it 30 minutes early? I look at the alarm clock drowsily. The clock is pointing exactly at 7. I usually get up at 6:30, so the spare 30 minutes have already been used up. Oh, why can't I think when I wake up? Huh. I stare at the alarm clock for several seconds. Shutting it off, I decide to get up out of bed. Passing through the cold hallway, I enter the cold living room. It's 7 o'clock on the last day of January. Fuyuki City is usually pretty warm in the winter, but this morning it's as cold as any other city. I can even see my breath indoors, and on top of that, there's no one else in the house to warm it up. Man, I'm bopping with these tunes right now, man. Y'all hear this?
暖房。
Heater. Turning on the heater, I head to the bathroom. At times like this, living in your own is inconvenient. If there was someone to wake up before me, the living room would be warm by now. For real. I wash my face at the sink. I brush my long hair and get ready. A cold morning, a cold sink. The only advantage is that the cold water clears your sleepiness completely. Facts, I feel that. I tie my ribbon and I'm all ready. All I have to do is eat breakfast and head out. Looking at the clock, it's only a bit past 7 and I'm a bit disappointed.
なんだ、これなら走っていく必要もないか。
Man, I guess I don't have to run at all. Then again, I would never do anything as clumsy as running to school anyway. It is the custom of the soccer family to act with composure and elegance at all times. Taking a custom like that seriously must mean that my family originated from a very high-class background indeed. Owning this old Western-style mansion is proof of that, and on top of it, that the Saka family is a bloodline of sorcerers able to use the power of magic. If you're talking about age, our family has an ancient history.
まあ自慢できることでもないんだけど。
Well, it's not something I can brag about. Actually, I can't speak openly about it at all. Huh, bro? Oh, by the way, the Saka Ren, am a magus. Who on earth can I brag to like that? Magic is just what it sounds like. Magic. I don't care if you get ideas like abracadabra or whatever. You can just think of us as people who can do strange things by casting spells. Though, it's not like we fly around on brooms or make stars appear with the wave of a wand. Well, we can do that, but we don't bother as it's kind of meaningless. I feel that. We're basically heretics who hide ourselves from the world. We're prohibited from standing out, and even if we weren't, we would rather be at home studying magic. On top of that, the word sorcerer is completely inaccurate. To be precise, there are only 5 sorcerers in the world. Things no one can do, things beyond the ability of modern science, the ones who can make such miracles are the ones we call sorcerers. Miracles that can never be achieved, regardless of time or effort, those we call sorceries. Those things are mysterious, but achievable with time and effort, those we call magic. That's why what I do is called magic rather than sorcery. It's complicated, but that's how it is, so just accept it. To be honest, the modern world doesn't recognize the existence of magi. As we believe, control, and learn things that are immeasurable, our existence is incompatible with the modern world. Because it's kind of meaningless. Going to a normal school and becoming a normal adult will bring you far more happiness than studying magic. Human technology is great. In the past few hundred years, it has been the leading way ahead of magic. Nothing is impossible for humans. The miracles once only possible through magic are now tools and not miraculous at all. Still, magic has its good points. Just as there are things that are possible through science, there are also things possible only through magic. It was the master of the Tasaka family who said that if science is moving toward the future, magic is moving toward the past. Something about the past and the future ended up at the same place. Everything was always running toward the 0 point. Let's put off all these difficult discussions. They should wait until we're old. Finishing breakfast, I grabbed my bag.
そうだ、ペンダント持っていかないと。
Oh yeah, I should bring the pendant. I don't really want to take the thing to school, but it'll be a waste just to leave it here.
何しろ100年ものの石だものね。うちにある宝石の中じゃダントツで最強だし。
This thing is 100 years old after all. It's by far the greatest jewel in the house. Huh, bruh? Oh, look at the thing. No, that's just an understatement. It's much stronger than that. I found this after the Coton father's will last night. It contains the equivalent of 10 years of my magical energy. Wow. They were said to be an heirloom, and this might be well it. We, the Magi of the Tasaka, we are skilled at the transformation of power. We put our magical energy into jewels whenever we have free time. To put it simply, the jewels are bullets, and we are the guns. The only other thing I can say I received from my father is the magic crest of the Tasaka family engraved on my left arm. In essence, this is the proof of the successor, and it's like a tattoo that condenses all the inherited magic of the Tasaka family.
まだ始まったわけじゃないけど、用心に越したことはないか。
It hasn't started yet, but I guess it doesn't hurt to be careful. I put the pendant, which can now be said to be my father's memento, into my pocket.
切り札だものね。これに秘められた魔力ならできないことはないぐらいなんだし。
This is the last resort, pretty much anything possible with the magical energy contained in this. It's 7:30. I should get going or I'll be late for school. Alright y'all, man, we gonna stop right there. I hope y'all enjoyed that. If y'all want to see more, make sure that y'all hit that like button and we gonna pick off from there in the next video. Peace out, and I pray that y'all have a blessed day.